Lane number 8, Bengt Ginshu of Sweden, who incidentally is a sophomore at USC. All 8 of them faster in their qualifying than the Olympic record of 1968 set by Mike Burton, and we're off and going for 400 meters men's freestyle.
Rick started off as usual. He was way back.
Which makes it very difficult for any of the swimmers to know who to key their race on. But each of them have a race plan worked out, and I would expect the Australian swimmers to try to take out the first 100 a little bit quicker than perhaps some of the sprinters. They'd like to leave them behind at this point of the race. Werner Lampe, lane 5, is the man who's making the pace right now.
The man in the middle, Brad Cooper, who was the fast qualifier, is cruising along with Steve Genter in about second place. Give or take a few inches, doesn't hardly matter. As a matter of fact, the field is so incredibly close together at the end of 100 meters. The first man on the touch is Werner Lampe, 58.5. They're well under the world record pace. Steve Genter touching second. Brad Cooper of Australia was third. Touching fifth was Graham Windiap. Tom McBreen of the United States touched seventh.
Remember, Rick was 8th after the first 100. And that was like, oh, well, it's okay.
Rick DeMont. Rick very much in there. Just sailing alongside of Werner Lampe. As a matter of fact, as they make the turn, DeMont has lost some of the pace. He's dropped off about 3 feet.
And then he was about 5th or 6th at the 200, and but he was in the hunt. You could tell Rick was right there, probably right where he wanted to be.
Sunday night, September 10th, here on ABC. And as they go to the end of 200 meters, all 8 of them are just virtually even. Look at him turn.
Going into that turn, Brad Cooper began to make his move, and he came off the wall first, and he is making a move now. In fact, if Brad Cooper is going to have a chance to win this race, this is where he's going to have to move. Because Steve Genter, Rick DeMont, Tom McBreen all have more speed than Brad Cooper at the end of this race.
He is not running away with it. And as they come in for the turn here, we'll pick them off for you. Brad Cooper is out first. Lane number 3 is right there with him. That's Rick DeMont. Tom McBreen over here in lane number 7 is right there with him. Genter and Lampe now have dropped off the pace some, but the 2 men, and it's particularly Tom McBreen in lane number 7, closest to the camera, making a run at the lead of Brad Cooper. That's Rick DeMont just on the other side.
And then I remember him moving up to about 3rd or 4th, 3rd, I think, going into the last 100. And I remember telling my mom, at least he's got a medal.
I have never seen Rick DeMont make a mistake in a race, and he is beginning to move now. 100 meters to go. Brad Cooper still winning. Tom McBreen is falling back.
As they went into the final 100 meters, DeMont was second, and DeMont has now moved up on the shoulder of Brad Cooper. DeMont
got down to the last 50 and tied for the lead. Everybody else had dropped back, and these 2 guys were going after each other.
Headed for the final 50 meters, almost even.
The turn was critical, and Brad Cooper did not get the best of it. Rick DeMont got a tremendous turn, and DeMont has the look on Cooper, and DeMont is in the lead.
Steve Genter is coming. Genter is coming in lane 6. It is DeMont and Cooper, dead even. DeMont seems to have the momentum. Can Cooper fight him off? Here comes Genter. Here comes McBreen. It's 3 Americans and 1 Australian. It is DeMont and Cooper, and they'll fight it to the wall. Rick DeMont wins it. Brad Cooper is second, and Steve Genter takes third. The time for Rick DeMont from San Rafael, California, 4 minutes and 26 100ths of a second. It'll go into the book as 4 minutes and 3/10ths of a second for Rick DeMont. In second place, Brad Cooper. And listen to the numbers. DeMont 4:0026, Cooper 4:0027, and Steve Genter 4:01.